Good morning, everybody. It's Alex with the Offon Group over at Keller Williams, bringing you the best and brightest with real estate. Today is Monday, so we're going in and doing a little bit more of an in-depth market update. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. But the way we're going to talk about this, just so you're aware and you can skip around if you need to, is we're going to talk about what's active on the market currently. Then we're going to also talk about some mortgage minute data and what's going on in that world. I get a feed from one of my preferred lenders, and we get an email every Monday. It's great and highly informative. Then we're going to talk about some closing data, what's happened in the past week or so, and then what's coming down the line, if there's anything coming down the line, and some parting thoughts. But let's jump right into it. So currently on the market, we have for single family homes and condos, we have 1,863 properties on the market. As I like to remind everybody, usually in New Hampshire, what we like to do is have that around a balanced market would be 4,500 to 6,000 properties on the market because of how many buyers there are actively searching at any given time. So we are well below the mark, but we are significantly higher than when I started these longer Monday segments back in May. So just a heads up there that we still have work to do. If there's somebody that that we can help, we'd certainly love to do that. The median single family homes and condo price is looking like it is $590,000. So that's smack dab in the middle of what we're seeing, highs, lows, everything. The average always is a little bit higher because of those larger ones. So I like to kind of split it right down the middle, so then kind of are you on pace, are you off pace, like what are we thinking about there? So we do like to see that come maybe a little bit more south for some affordable housing, but this is a very desirable area and there's tons to do in New Hampshire, so pretty par for the course. But if there's somebody that that I could help start to purchase, I would love to do that. Switching over to the multifamily side of things, some investment properties currently on the market. We have 156 properties sitting on the market for a median multifamily price of $554,000, which is you'd think it's a little bit surprising, but like I said, the single family homes is where somebody's gonna lay their roots, where these multifamily properties are looking to turn an investment. And with the significant difference, the 1,800 single family homes that we have on the market versus the 150 multifamilies we have on the market, looks like there's a lot more of those condos and single family homes that are driving the price up versus the kind of average $600,000, $550,000 multifamily proproperties. So if there's anybody that that's looking to get into investing for any sort of real estate, I'm here to help. I'd love to have a chat. We actually sold one of them last week, so we'd love to give some expertise, as well as the team I'm on, he owns a few properties, and I'm well on my way there as well. But let's just switch over gears to the mortgage minute. We get the market movement from CMG Home Loans, and yeah, let's jump right into it. So they are seeing that rate trends saw a huge improvement last week, tumbling lower after the release of June's Consumer Price Index. The index showed a favorable inflation numbers. Additionally, consumer credit was much lower than expected in May, and mortgage applications submissions saw a composite increase. Continuing jobless claims rose, while initial jobless claims fell. So we're seeing some steady things in the jobs market as well, which all affect what's going on with the mortgage rates. And what they're currently projecting is that it's going to be their mortgage rates are currently projected and trending lower. The past 5-6 weeks they've been trending high, but looks like they're going to be relatively low, because I think we made up some basis points there in the from the Fed. And then the potential volatility is neutral for this week. So if you're looking to apply for a mortgage, let me know and I can get you in the right hands. My suggestion is, stay away from those larger, more national banks, because you could be talking to somebody halfway across the country who's looking at your file versus a local lender who's going to know your ins and outs and be able to, sit down with you, have a coffee with you, or what have you. But going on to those rates, we're seeing that the 30-year fixed rate conventional mortgage is looking like it's sitting at 6.9 or 89% of interest rate. The 30-year FHA note is looking like it's sitting at 6.51%, and the 30-year VA note is 6.50%. Some of those are slightly up over the day, but they're down from the past week, which is great to see because, as you should all know, 7% to 8% is a good average to have based off the last 20 to 30 years of lending versus the last 5 years, where the severe, overall economic impact of the COVID pandemic made those lower. And when you see lower interest rates, that usually means something catastrophic is happening. So we kind of want to see we don't really want to see that. Obviously, it's great for people who can afford it, but it usually means something terrible is happening elsewhere. But that's a different. That's going to be a different podcast or something. Not going to bore you on that on a Monday. But let's switch over back to the real estate market and homes being sold, and let's go through what happened in the past week for closings. So single-family homes and condos in New Hampshire. We had 347 closings in the past 7 days. The average days on market of those properties was 20 days on market, so just a little under 3 weeks, and we're getting you under contract. And more often than not, the average list price to sales price ratio was 100.3%. So you should be expecting to get an offer in and around where you're listing it if you had a good agent with you. In addition to that, we are still seeing some things sit on the market. So we're starting to see maybe a little bit of balancing, but who knows? It's all going to be consumer driven. Switching over gears to the multifamily market, we had 11 closings last week, or in the past 7 days, I should say. And the average days on market of those was 14 days on market. So 2 weeks getting you an offer, but the average list price to sales price ratio of these 11 multifamily properties was at 97.4%. So in 2 weeks, we're bringing you an offer, but it's going to be just a little bit below, whether that is they're negotiating after the fact, they're offering just under after the fact, or right off the jump, or various things happen there where things are closing just about 2.5% below where you listed it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, we had one of those closings last week. We got a couple things under contract as well last week. We're bringing on a new listing pretty shortly here. We had one come on last week. So a lot of things moving on. And as always, the minute you think about real estate, give me a call. I'm here to help. Thanks.